I don't mean to alarm you, but surfer's ear, anyone? You know how sometimes you wish you were ignorant and lived happily not knowing certain things? Yeah, me too. Until I dived into the world of surfer's ear. And now I am absolutely terrified. And I want you to be as scared as I am. Let's panic together. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Never have I ever been more pleased with the fact that I didn't surf more in the UK or NorCal, or that I didn't surf more in the last 17 years, period. I am not easily prone to paranoia, but when I came across a study on surfer's ear, I immediately stood to attention. So, a bunch of ear scientists wanted to see whether wearing ear protection while surfing, specifically earplugs or a surf hood, actually helps prevent surfer's ear. But before we jump into the results, more on what surfer's ear actually is. It is an external auditory exostosis, EAE, which basically means that extra bone grows inside your ear canal. Why? This is in response to repeated cold water and wind exposure. How? Your body goes, let me protect this ear, and overdoses it. As a result, bone growth narrows the ear canal, and the more it closes, the less you hear. Oh, and surfer's ear, it's not like swimmer's ear. It's not an infection. And it's not reversible. Back to the study. The ear scientists followed a group of surfers on the Brittany coast in France for about a year and a half. For each surfer, they asked questions about their surfing habits, took photos inside their ears, and had two different clinicians assess how blocked each ear canal was. Then they compared how blocked the ears were, how much time surfers spent in the water, and whether they wore earplugs, a surf hood, or nothing. This is the bad part. Ready? They found that almost 90% of the surfers had surfer's ear. Yeah, that's like almost everyone. On average, ears were about 38% blocked. And it was worse if you were a dude and had been surfing for many years. They also learned that the more time you surf without any ear protection, the worse surfer's ear gets. And that the hood protects you from surfer's ear exactement zilch. Holy crap. For someone who's never worn earplugs while surfing, learning that wearing earplugs while surfing can save you from surfer's ear, well, holy crap. I know what you're thinking. This is not going to happen to me. But it may slowly catching monkey, and you may not be able to enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show in 2046 because you're deaf. I said it's not reversible, but it is fixable. It's just a pain in the arse. A surgeon goes into your ear and starts chiseling, if you're lucky, or drilling, if you're unlucky, with your choice of surgeon. While the recovery time and how painful it is varies, it will invariably keep you out of the water for a month or even 2. I can hear your brain cogs turning. No, nothing to do with me. I don't surf enough. I don't surf in cold water. My sessions never last that long. I don't even surf when it's windy. Really, I only surf in the tropics. The issue is, because surfer's ear is not as apparent, like surfer's eye, for instance, you may not even notice until it's too late. Unless, of course, you get your ears checked out on a regular basis. At the very early stages, you feel that nothing is different. As it progresses, you get a feeling of blocked ears, water trapped in the ear after surfing, frequent ear infections, then muffled hearing, and eventually pain in cold or windy conditions. Crikey. Now, how much do you need to surf for this to even become a problem? There's no exact formula. Of course there isn't. Regular surfing is mentioned, so we're guessing 2 to 4 times a week. But what matters more is water temperature. Cold, bad. But wait, we're going to get to this. Wind matters almost as much as water temperature, and session length. Shorter is obviously better. Consistency, conditions, and lack of protection are the real killers here. In the past, it was agreed that surfer's ear develops in exposure temperatures lower than 19 Celsius, which is about 66 Fahrenheit. But then the Australians spoiled it for everyone. They did a study on surfers on the Gold Coast, warmer temperatures, and discovered that 72% of surfers were afflicted by surfer's ear. Okay, so what do we do with this information? Do we get ear protection? I guess so. According to the studies, protecting your ear canals from exposure is just a ticket. The downside? There's something in your ear while you're surfing, and depending on what this is, it will affect how much you hear in the surf. Here are some options to consider. Max Aqua Block. It's a cheap solution, like $10 for 3 pairs, but it doesn't come with a leash, so it's easy to lose, and it blocks sound. But the US swimming team seems to love them, apparently. Says for surfing on the packet. Max Ear Seals. They come with a leash, and it's about $15, and you get 3 pairs. Mentions water sports on the packet. Then there's a big selection of silicone plugs in the L or is it D shape that fit into your ear and let more sound in. The inertia likes EarTune Aqua U. Or there are the ones that just mold into your ear and are more for noise reduction. We like Max Pillow Soft. Prices vary, but they're cheaper than surf ears. Expensive, about $60. But they do come with a leash and a wee pouch and minimal sound reduction. Many surfers swear by them. They're awesome! Some surfers are less impressed. They're all right. Nothing special. I will be trying out all of the above under $20 because I'm not made of money and reporting back. Here goes chit-chatting in the lineup. All that's left is smiling because ear protection. And that's all for today. Check out the Wi-Fi Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wi-Fi Weekly.